Figured I'd show the new map before I go back to cleaning. Because honestly, if I sit here any longer, I'm probably go to sleep. Which is probably why I've been ranting. I ain't gonna lie, I kinda like the rant. Which reminds me, like, it brings back to what I was saying about how people think, and excuse me, and is under the false oppression that America is the #1 country and best place to be. Which it is not. And quite frankly, if the rest of the world didn't literally despise America to an untold passion that can only be described in biblical ways, I probably would go to any other country but this one. I am not playing with you. I would pack up my family and we'll kick rocks. Especially if we got
teleportation was successful.
Foreigners get when they come over here.
The Omega complex.
Oh yeah. We're really hard.
Omega has already opened the portal. There is not much time. They will have Zykov at any moment. Team, get inside. Zykov is...
Let a country, any country, say for a X amount of time that anybody, especially if Americans, can come over here,
teleporter should provide facility access, provided it can be rendered operational.
get X amount of services, get plenty of buku money with no interest fees and no payback for X amount of years or whatever the case may be. Basically, any and everything they do for foreign people over here, let them announce that on CNN or whatever news network that's airs nationwide. Listen, I ain't even got cable. I don't even watch TV. But believe me, B, when I tell you I hear that message, and if I hear that message, I will be on, me and my family will literally be on the first makeshift banana boat you can find. And when I tell you the first one, I'm talking about even if we can't find one, I would be like Moses and I would park the seat and we would go over there without hesitation. Even if I got to drag them kicking and screaming, we would be the first Americans over there. Ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, let a country say that. Let just one country say that.
I'm glad you're here to witness my...
I wouldn't care what country, what language. Let them say that. And believe me, B, when I tell you, me and my family would be the first people over. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how fast we gonna get there. We gonna get there so fast. By the time CNN or whoever stops whatever you watching and say late breaking news, we interrupted the broadcast, no matter what you could be watching something on the internet. It don't even matter. By the time they say we got late breaking news coming to you now, by the time they get to the third word in that sentence, you will see me and my family getting off the boats, already setting up shop. Like, not even kidding you. Like, faster than lightning strikes, we would be over there. And I'm telling you, listen, because I don't think y'all comprehend or understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying, like the scary movies, especially like that one Light Out. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically it had this little demon girl that was living inside of another lady that basically just like the movie title suggests us, when the lights go out, she there. When they come on, she not. Put it this way. You know how sometimes you turn your light switch on, and no matter if it's a new house, old house, or whatever the case may be, sometimes it takes a little minute for the lights to hit on, and sometimes it's like they hit instantly. Or like how when you open the door too fast, you hit a whoosh or whatever. Put it this way.
We cannot allow that thing into our reality.
We will be over there so fast that literally the world will go into a second ice age. Like, that's how fast we'll be over there. If any country in the world said for Americans to go over there to get the treatment like Americans be giving everybody else, we'll build that so damn fast they have to make us come back just to put the world back in shape. That's how fast we'll be over there.
Once I bring him through, he'll help us capture the Forsaken.
Cause it's messed up that Americans don't get American treatment. Alright. How the hell I'm American? Got to fucking work 2 jobs and still can't afford nothing. You got people out here working 2, 3 jobs, slinging who knows what to who knows who, and still can't make ends meet. Now, ain't that something? But you got non-Americans coming over here, don't speak a lick of English, got 3 businesses, 12 acres, 13 houses. Like, where they do that at? Like, whatever line they stood in, I want to go stand in that line. I would learn every language in the world to get that treatment. Oh, I ain't got enough stuff yet. I gotta boost myself up. Hold on. Needed a gun for one. That's why, you know what I used to tell myself as a kid is that, like, once I discovered the truth behind history and the world and countries and what have you, one of the main reasons I wanted to learn different languages is so when people ask me if I'm American, if I decide to leave the country, or even if I'm still in the country, I can start instantly speaking another language and act like I'm not. Like, for real. Cause it's crazy. And people think America like the best country. Like, no, it's not. Like, it's fooling everybody with all these lights and cameras and whatnot. Like, even this video game I'm playing, like, you got people, as they call them, in third world countries. It's like, they would cross the ocean just to try to eat the game. Like, that's how hungry they is right now. Like, oh, I do got. See, this place is so confusing. Where do I need to go? Alright, I'm gonna take you down. Then I need to find my. Where is it? That's not it. This is so confusing. That's like them pet and foreign kids commercials. You ever notice how long those commercials be? Them commercials, majority of the time, be longer than anything you watch. And you know how expensive it is to shoot a commercial? Like, especially a long one like that. And they go ever so slow and ever so long. Like, that's not cheap. Oh yeah, arcade coin. That's not a cheap commercial by far, by any means. Yet, throughout the whole commercial, they asking you to send what little coins you have left after busting your butt and still can't pay your bills. Got to tell your landlord they got to wait. They expecting you to send your little bitty coin. Right. Not for a foreign child or a stray abused animal to come live with you and, you know, get good and taken care of. But they're asking you to send your coins for pictures and updates. Like, first of all, I know about Photoshop.
I am no stranger to code.
Like,
I embrace it.
Yeah, no, you gonna get me. Second of all, how do you have the audacity to be an American, to know how hard it is to make ends meet since the dawn of America? You know how hard it is to make ends meet. And have the audacity to take your coins, allegedly fly across the world, or into whichever part of the country have the worst animals, like I said, allegedly, and then ask me to send what coins I have, what I'm saving for my bills or my kid's birthday party or what have you, for somebody else or animal that I'm not even gonna see. Whether it be a cat, dog, or a little boy, little girl, what you asking me to take care of animals who most of them look like they'll be better off dead anyway, or these boys and girls and what have you, these strangers, when I got my own family to feed. Okay, I miss you too, both of you. Love you guys. Alright.
Without.
who is you to be asking me to help little Cajito and Kumbaya and the pup named Scooby-Doo? Who is you to ask me to help these peoples out? Yes, I understand all living beings, you know, and all life is precious. With that being said, me and my family's lives are precious too. Like, ain't nobody fly to my house or our house and like ask the world for help on our behalf. Like growing up and even as an adult, when the struggle got real, like hell, when our stomachs were touching our backs because we ain't had nothing to eat, and when our lights got turned off, we ain't seen no bearded people in overalls looking like damn Crocodile Dundee or somebody talking about come and help us. Like, we ain't seen none of these Chuck Norris looking people talking about come help this household out. No, we ain't seen none of that. Like, it's bad enough we, first of all, especially how they got the system now, it's bad enough we got to do 1,001 things to try to get some help, just to be told that one, the information is invalid, or that form of it isn't accepted, or now that we done proved that we have this, we got to go over it. Like, we got to go through all this just to get an easy little help. And you want me to send out my coins to help somebody or some animals that I ain't gonna never ever see? But pictures? Come on now, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because at the end of the day, all that money they spent on that commercial could have went to helping them animals out. Could have went to feeding them kids. Like, they take that 10-15 minute commercial, tell you all about how 15 cent, 32 cents, 68 cents, 72 cents, all these different types of variations of cent can feed these kids a day, when it's like one. I know this commercial costs you every bit of a couple $1,000s, if not more. So that's for one. For two, I know that's a lie, because if 15 cent or how many ever cent the commercial says at this day and age can feed, then why is plenty of homeless, hungry people on the streets here in America? Why is it that I got to take $10, $20, $30 to go to the store, and that's just the dollar store, just to try to eat for a couple of days, if anywhere between 15 to 68 cents can feed these kids or these animals or whatever? Like, by all means, I'll be more than willing to help these people out, but first they got to show me what store they going to, because, and it better be good. It better be no outdated, make your stomach hurt, make you run to the bathroom type of store. I'm talking about it better be like biting into heaven on earth. for less than $1 a day. Because look, bro, I'm a big dude, like 200 plus, and like all bulls aside, I can go through a pack of ramen noodles like it ain't nothing. Like, truth be told, I just bought 2 packs of oodle noodles, as some of the people like to call it, and like 1 beef, 1 shrimp for those who want to know the flavors. And honestly, if it wasn't for the simple fact that I'm looking for the damn element, if it wasn't for the simple fact that your bro grew up on it and like get tired of eating it but know that like it'll hold him over, both of them packs would probably be gone. And I bought them like hours ago. Alright. So that being said, what backwoods store are they going to where they can feed these kids for 68 cents a day? Like, honestly, I wouldn't care where that store was located. It can be 3 states over 1,000,001 miles. And as long as I can keep what needs to be cold, cold, now I find it. Oh yeah, we walking there. Like, for real. I wouldn't care. We hitchhiking, we riding, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We getting there. But not such a place as this. But they want us to help these people out when they can't even help us out. The first thing people holler is how we privileged. Like, what country do y'all stay in? Like, privilege? Listen, I'm gonna break down the world to you. This is how it is. This is how every other country is. Okay, well, every other country is. All right, you got country A. Okay, tell this citizens, listen. Once been prepared. You're born here, you stay here, you do what our religion says. If you don't, to keep, you know, our bloodlines and everything pure, you and any and everybody that shares your name or clan's blood shall basically be executed. Right? That's how country A goes. Been going that way since the dawn of time.
I know that will prove fatal.
People living luxurious lives there, right? You got country B. Country B says to its citizens, listen, you do what we say, you follow the rules, or if you don't like it, you and your family will be executed, or you pretty much have like a 72-hour window to get as far away as you can before we catch you. That's what that country says. People in that country living luxurious lives. The country's wealthy. Been that way for years. It's done of its time, right? Now here's what Country C says. Hey everybody. You know what? You can do whatever you please. Alright? Whatever you like. If you like it, we love it.
I refuse to submit.
Alright? Do whatever. Even more so, you can do whatever if it is based on your religion. You can do as you please.
Your failure was never in doubt.
My country, see? Ups and downs, many wars. None of the citizens are happy. Those that are only happy because the ones that are unhappy are the ones that's providing them with everything that's making them happy. And I'm gonna let you take a gander at which country is that country. Alright. That's why I say I don't mind dictatorships and kingdoms and all that other good stuff, because at the end of the day, the one thing about us people, we be the first ones to say, oh, I'm getting tired of this stuff telling me what to do. But the thing about it, when given the freedom to think of what to do ourselves, we can't do so. We honestly cannot, for the most part of us, think for ourselves. Think about it. Just sit there and think about it. If we was able, as a country of any sort, or as a species of any sort, capable in any way, shape, or form, completely and utterly relying on ourselves,
Skies are open. Should exfil be needed?
there would be no need for any form of hierarchy. There would be none. Like, if we was capable of making 100% our own decisions, we wouldn't need no presidency. We wouldn't need no kings, no queens, no dictators. We wouldn't need none of these things. And in fact, for those who are religious, it tells you in the Bible that to every man is his own king. It tells you that. Alright. Yet our own people, half of whom we elect, or believe we elect, take that from us. In fact, a lot of people, and I was one of the many, which is all of us fools in America, I had got my license. Now, why do you guys call us fools? And especially about something as oh so important as license? because America takes that away from us. Like, our forefathers, after they pretty much like manhandled this country over. Oh, no wonder I can't find the S, but I don't know. When they manhandled this country over, after they escaped from Britain because they didn't like Britain rules, because Britain was all religious, and the ones that ran away were pretty much satanic. But anyhow, that's a conversation for another day. They made constitutional rights, or as I like to call them, and a lot of people like to call them, born rights. Things in which case, if how they originally stated, if you were born within these lands, within these borders, these are things that you are naturally given and can never be relinquished because you was born to have these. Like, this is not something you can sell. This is not an inheritance. This is not something you can bargain. This is something that no ifs, ands, or buts, but is yours without question. Alright? You listen. Okay, that's your constitutional right. But how our new founding fathers are, you know what these assholes did? These assholes, right? Because they realized these constitutional rights, these natural born rights that can never be taken away from you in any way, shape, or form, or shouldn't be allowed to. Like what it said in stone, basically, to simplify, the constitutional rights are like the Ten Commandments, like set in stone, like they was written by the voice of God, right? But these new founding forefathers, which is pretty much I like to call America's New Age, how they got around that, since they couldn't really, even though they've been doing it over the last, good little bit, but they still really can't change anything concretely. But since they couldn't change our natural born rights, things that we was entitled to and could never be taken away from us, since they couldn't take that away for anybody that's born within these borders, you know what they did? They created, first of all, they separated the states. So that way, each state is like pretty much its own country, governed and looked under by another bigger country. Basically like how you got all these corporations out here, but then you got like the big corporation, like the franchise corporate. Anyway, what these they did, they created laws and legislations and whatnot, and each as a unit country, and then allowed the smaller states, aka smaller countries, to confirm these and enforce these as they see fit, thus creating laws that said in order to do something we have to have this. To give you a good example, one of our born given rights is the right to transportation. Yet here in this country, they created a legislative law saying basically that they acknowledge the fact that you have the right to transportation. However, in order to do such, you need a license. You see how that works? And so basically, what nobody pays attention to is that they go get their license because the law says if you don't have a license, you go to jail, you go, you get court, you get tickets, you go to jail, whatever. You get caught driving without a license, especially if you never had them, first thing the judge tell you, okay, Mr. or Mrs. John Jane Doe, you have an amount of time to come back before the courts with these fines paid and with valid driver's license. So now you're like, oh, it's not, I don't want to go to jail, I got kids, I got a job, whatever. So you go do this. And the first thing any state or any U.S. territory tell you when you go get your license is, by signing this waiver, you do understand and acknowledge the fact that by doing such, you are signing over your constitutional rights. And don't nobody pay attention to that shit. We're like, man, the law says this, I'm already in court, I got like 3 days, whatever. And then guess what? The moment you go to jail, the moment you get your license, after signing that paper, you have now personally and unbeknownst to you, free willingly relinquish your born given rights. You see how they trick us? That is exactly how they trick us. Because they can't go in and remove the constitutional rights. That's the foundation of America. But what they can do, however, they realize, is make laws in individual territories that goes against those constitutional rights and put it in a lingo in which most Americans don't even understand. Only thing they understand is the law says if I don't, this is the consequences. And that's what you call hook, line, and sinker. And they further trick us because once you relinquish that constitutional right, now you no longer have that, which means you no longer have the right to transportation by any means. Now you are literally at the whim of the law because you gave that right up. So now the law that you were scared of in the first place can now dictate how, what, when, where, and what have you receive transportation. And it goes with a lot of constitutional rights, like the constitutional right to bear arms. Basically, see, the law caught on because when they first created the laws, the right, people went old school. Instead of carrying guns, they started carrying knives, big ass crocodile D knives. And so the law caught on again. See, when most people hear the right to bear arms, they just think about, the right to bear guns or what have you. No, the right to bear arms is layman terms for basically saying you have the right to use anything you deem necessary to protect yourself and your loved ones and whatever it is that is of your value and yours, basically. By any means necessary. Whether it's a rock, paperclip, gun, that's a bullet, knife, butter knife, plastic knife, toenail you threw in the corner last week, whatever it is you can get your hands on to make sure you and yours is safe. That's what the right to bear arms is. But see, America made rules and regulations that states if you do this, then you have to relinquish these rights. So if you get into trouble a S amount of times or a certain degree of trouble, they force you to relinquish these rights. Hell, even if you don't get into trouble and you go purchase anything that can be deemed a deadly weapon, America made rules for that too, to make you sign over your constitutional rights. They make it so that way, one, you have to pass certain paperwork and pay the extra amount of money and do this and do that in order to have whatever deadly weapon that you're trying to get at the time. In which case, when you do that, you're still signing over your constitutional rights, because now they're telling you how you can and cannot have such item. You see what I'm saying? This is what they tell you, and this is what we foolishly agree to. So now you got a dude who was just trying to make ends meet, selling a little Mary Jane. Now he can't have a pistol, or get caught with Mary Jane again. Then you got a dude across the street who been eyeballing, cause he tired of him making more money. So what he did, he took his last paycheck and got him a whole pistol with him. Right? So now you got Mary Jane over there, who legally can't have no pistol or anything to defend themselves. Basically walking around like a baby naked. Then you got old hater baby over there, walking up with him with his pistol. What can you do? And they got the world so screwed up, so screwed up, that not only can Mary Jane not defend himself, but due to the natures of the crime, he may or may not still be charged with being in possession or near a firearm if he survives the encounter. It has happened in history. Plenty of people who actually followed the law didn't possess a pistol, firearm, or any deadly weapon, right? Get attacked by a group or persons or what have you, right? And get attacked, survive the ordeal, and got charged for being in possession of a deadly weapon. Whether it was theirs where they knew they weren't supposed to have it, and it was a good thing they did have it, or rather Who had the buttery fingers eating too much popcorn right before he came and go try to rough somebody up. And drop it. Or lose it or what have you. And defend it. Gain possession of it. Save himself. And whatnot. And let's say it's 3 of them. Let's say 3 people attacking one person, right? Let's say one of them died. One of them got severely injured and very hospitalized. May or may not make it. And the other one just got a couple of flesh wounds. So 3 assailants attacked this one man. Or woman. For whatever reason. It don't matter. Use your imagination. Just know that the one being attacked cannot possess, for whatever reason, anything to protect themselves. Alright, keep that in mind. Now keep in mind that they survived. They survived. They won. Right? So you think, why did it turn from a attempted murder case for 3 against 1 to an attempted murder case for 1 versus 3? Because simply the 3 was legally able to bear arms while the 1 was not.
Not so mouthy now, are you?
Like, what kind of sense did it make? Like, these 3 people, and it's all in the report, round up in the house. Learned real quickly that was a bad idea. You survive, wrap them up, what have you. And now they need a lawyer to defend them. Like, whose else that? That's like the story about, I don't even know if dude out of jail yet. That's just like the story about how police run up in dude's house, don't announce themselves as police,
Only problem is, it's a bit of a
kill dude old lady. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they say he either killed one of the cops or a couple, whatever. He ended up messing up the cops pretty bad. Why is he in jail? And if I'm not mistaken, a few of the police even admitted to the fact that they did not announce themselves as law enforcement. And dude was legally eligible and able to have firearms. So why is he rotting in jail and lost his job, lost his old lady, lost everything, and he's sitting in jail because the police did not say the one thing they supposed to say, which is law enforcement. And they did not have a warrant.
So much. Oh, you've got him so big.
Psycho may help us stop the greater threat.
They say police ain't gotta announce themselves when they got a warrant. Some states say they do, some states say they don't. But the fact of the matter is, if it's dead at night, and you hear somebody creeping around your house, whether you're legal, able to or not, to have a protection, And you got, I mean, they ain't have no kids, it was just him and his old lady, but like, you got your family in the hell, even if it's just you. And people creepers. And hell, and you feel threatened. If you don't up and fire, especially if you got family, wife, girlfriend, kids, whatever. If you don't up fire, something wrong with you. Like,
You need to widen your gaze.
they got to the point now where even if that ever happens, somebody breaks into your home or whatever, the law has the audacity to tell you, you must give them warning. Give them warning? Talking about stand your ground law, give them warning. 3 warning. Dude break into my house and like, bro, you expect me to tell him 1, need to get out. 2, if I can get a pistol, get him a warning shot. Or verbally tell him to get out again, and then thirdly give him a warning shot. But dude broke into my spot, where the police are not broken in my spot, and like made me feel threatened in the place I'm supposed to always feel safe. Like, come on, like warning hell.
C4 going out.
Listen, I'm a convicted felon. I can't legally possess any type of deadly weapon or what have you. But I tell you what, I tell you what. Let somebody, anybody, walk up into any place I call home without permission or announcing themselves in any way, shape, or form, and let me feel threatened or feel that my family's safety or loved one's safety or valuables are in any types of harm's way, I am not finna warn no goddamn nobody. The closest thing they'll get to a warning is when they meet whatever God they believe in and they tell them that you know you fucked up, right? You should have never walked into a house, like you know you fucked up. That's the closest they're gonna get to a warning, because I'd be good goddamn. I got kids. I got a wife. I got, no. I'll be damned. Time I warrant? Man, listen. Like I said, the closest they're gonna get to a warning is when they meet whatever God they believe in and they God tell them you fucked up. Because I'll be down. Now, shit, beautiful old lady, a son, 2 baby girls, nope. Can't do it. Won't do it. Be damned if I teach my son how to be less of a man. Somebody walk in your shit with unannounced, fuck them up before they fuck you and yours up. Point blank and period. Teach my girls that too. Don't, ain't no fucking warning, ain't no second chances, ain't no let's hold hands and kumbaya. Fuck that. If you can't get a pistol, ain't got a pistol, or whatever the case may be, I don't give a damn if you pick up a plastic motherfucking baseball bat out your own kid's playpen. You find something to fuck up whatever intruder is intruding inside your domain. Cause the fuck what anybody fucking says, home is the one place you always supposed to feel safe. You supposed to be able to, from the moment you walk through your damn door, to feel so damn safe you can drop your clothes right there out the porch and walk in your house booty butt ass naked if you want to, with all the windows open and blinds open. Because that's what you're supposed to feel like when you're at home. You're supposed to feel that safe.
He will be a great ally. He will bring the West to its knees.
And for the America to tell us we can no longer, not only can we no longer feel safe like that, but we have no choice but to deal with it. I'll be the first person to bend all the way over and tell them exactly what they can kiss and how to kiss.
Oh dear. There's still a lockdown in effect.
And let somebody open my door first. And then try to announce themselves later. Oh, you too late. Nah, you got labeled and what? An intruder. I'm talking about just like you see in the movies, my mind go off just like that. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Like, yeah. It's game time. I hear that. Oh, it's a wrap. Shoot. Like, after that, force your way to my house. I can no longer be legally held accountable for my actions because I was not me at the time. Therefore, whoever you're looking for that created and committed whatever crime you allegedly have this body pretty much here, you got the wrong guy. If you ask me any questions, I'm gonna tell you I don't know what happened. I was playing the game with my children. Next thing you know, dude or whatever ran up in the house. After that, y'all, everything went to 0 dark 30. Don't know what happened. Only thing I do know is y'all had me here with blood on me, blood on the floor, blood everywhere, but wasn't no blood on my kids and my family. Tell you what, come up to me and mine talking about that. Just how these zombies did me, that I'ma do you, lay down. I said, if I'm like them, I ain't gonna walk away. I'm gonna keep putting it in. Well, let me go back doing what I was doing. Well, I just seen that you had got on. I would figure go back to clean before it get too late and I forget because I know I'm sleepy. Cause I keep ranting on and on and on. So I need to go back to work before I call it a night. Which I ain't gonna call it a night before I get this front room together. At least the front room. But, so I'm finna jump off and then when I get done straighten this area up, I'll probably jump back on. Well, ain't no probably, I will jump back on. At least until you get done cooking and eating. And then, I guess you can call me later if you want. But until then, love y'all. Talk to you later.